Now we're ready to go ahead and put our drapes up. All the draperies do come with a label on them which identifies the room, the window, and the position of the drape, as well as the length of the draperies. And they also have a hook on the short end of it, which goes for your return. And then there's always a splice on the drapes as well. So what you want to do is you want to identify the right wire, which is the correct wire. This happens to be the right one. I'm going to go ahead and just insert it in through the pocket and have it come out on the other end. This will allow me to go ahead and put them up nice and easy. So now I have both ends of the wire ready to go, and now these drapes also have a return on them, which I'm going to explain in just about a minute, and this will allow you to go ahead and put them up. The next step we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and put up the swags first, because that's the first layer. Usually it's called the over swag, and we'll go ahead and do that next. My right swag is now ready to go. I have went ahead and slipped it over the wire, and now I'm ready to go ahead and put it up. In order to do this, all you do is just simply remove the nuts that are in the back of the studs of the squirrel, remove those, set them aside for now, and then go ahead and put your wire on the back of the squirrels. Now that I've done that, my swag is ready. The next layer I'm going to put up is going to be my draperies. So my drapes are now ready to go. I also have them on the wire. And I'm going to go ahead and just simply put it on the back of the squirrel as well as on the back of the swag. You could do it either way. These can go in the front of the swags or they can go on the back of the swags. This particular style happens to be one that the swag is in the front. So I'm going to go ahead and put these up on the same studs that are holding the squirrels. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the nuts back on. So I'm just going to go ahead and take the nuts, and I'm just going to go ahead and simply place them on the back of the studs to make sure that these stay secure and do not fall out. I don't like to over tighten these nuts because I can move the wires back and forth a little bit to make my adjustment easily. Once I'm done with all of those, then I can go ahead and tighten them and do whatever else I want with it for that matter. So this here is what we call the return, and that's where the hook is. The purpose behind this is to have it turn around and meet the wall so it can cover the gap and the light that's coming through. In order to mount this, all you have to do is just take simply a screw and mount it right beneath the mounting brackets and make sure that it's left out a little bit. So I like to leave it sticking out a little bit, and then once that's done, I just go ahead and rest this pin on top of that, and there you go, and there's our return. All of our packages also come with a full threaded stud that has a hex head on the end of it, and we also provide you with this utility wrench that fits in the back of this. Now this is there to go on the back of the crown, and just hand tightening it would be sufficient. And you will notice that this is different size than the mounting brackets, therefore you cannot actually put it anywhere else other than the center of the crown. I'm going to go ahead and mount it up so that you can see. So now we've got all the hardware up for one side and the cord is ready to go. What we're going to do is we're going to put up the other side, and then we're going to bring both swags, tie them together, and just simply rest them over the stud. As you can see, it's going to look really gorgeous. we're going to show you what the complete product's going to look like. Now that I've got both sides of the hardware up and both scrolls are up, I'm going to go ahead and tie the swags together and rest it over the stud that goes in the middle of the crown. Once this step is done, then we're just going to go ahead and dress the drapes up, and that would be our last step. So to do this, what I do is I go ahead and put a bunny ear on one side of one of the swags, leaving the extra string available, and then I'll just go ahead and take the other swag that's right here and just tie them together. That bunny ear will allow me to go ahead and just loop that over that center stud without having to hassle with it in the back there. So I'm just going to bring them together. Tie them up, and now I'm ready to go ahead and mount them on the back of the crown. And I'm almost done. I'm going to hide these threads, tighten it up a little bit, adjust the orbits a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and dress it up next.